Welcome to the Luxury Home Show. Today we're in the heart of the stunning Wye Valley, a place where nature's beauty meets luxury living. We're about to explore a truly unique property, the Roundhouse. This isn't just any getaway, it's a sanctuary designed for those who crave tranquility, luxury, and a deep connection with nature. I can't wait to show you what makes this place so special. Let's take a closer look. And here we are at the Roundhouse, a masterpiece of architecture and natural beauty nestled into the hillside. We're going to kickstart today's tour off here on the rooftop garden. So we actually have the apartment with the bedroom and living area just below us now. The first thing you'll notice is this natural swimming pond, the pioneering design inspired by Austrian pools. Now, the garden itself is nothing short of spectacular. It's taken influences from American architect Frank Lloyd Wright and also traditional Tokyo gardens. The landscape features 200 tons of water, gravel and plants, all supported by a specially engineered concrete structure. The design seamlessly blends into the natural surroundings, and every detail has been carefully curated to enhance the experience of peace and serenity. Like I mentioned, there is a lot of Japanese inspiration in this garden, and here we can really see that take form with this Zen rock garden. We've got trees that have been imported from Japan, and just this whole space really gives off a calming vibe. I can imagine sitting here, maybe meditating, reading a book, and looking down to those incredible views. Now, as we make our way down, you can see that the garden is actually tiered. So you have the rock garden there, then we have this smaller pond, which has a waterfall that does feed the main one. It's not on at the moment. And then I love all the greenery in here. And then as we make our way down, you can see the main waterfall. This has to be one of the most magical spots in the entire garden, the waterfall and the noise. It just provides the soundtrack to the garden. Behind it, we have local quarried rock from the Forest of Dean, and we also have glacial boulders from Scotland in the pond too. Surrounding the property, we have these dry stone walls, which actually took 8 years to complete by a father and son team of master stonemasons. The attention to detail and the craftsmanship is incredible, fitting for such a work of art. Now it's time to take you inside the Roundhouse, the cabin that gives this place its name. The architecture in here is not something you see often, and it is incredible. The curved glazing and minimal woodwork allows you 360-degree views over the garden and also beyond the trees down to the Valley of Wye. This really is the spot to just immerse yourself in nature. You can open up the doors, the waterfall, you can hear it in here, and you can just sit on these chaise longues, enjoy a good book right by the cozy fire. This really is my favorite spot in the whole place, I think. We have custom oak flooring. Each piece has been individually placed to create a nice circular pattern, and that is what adds that touch of luxury. If we come and take a look behind this central column, we actually have a kitchenette space. Through here we have a sink, some storage, pretty much everything you'd need if you wanted to come up here and spend a few hours. Now, down over to my right, there is a staircase that leads down to kind of like a little spa section. We have the most incredible sauna down there, and also a bathroom and a toilet, so you really don't need to leave this space. Not going to take you down there just yet because I want to go enjoy it for myself, so you've got to wait for me essentially. Leading on from that spa theme though, outside we have a copper bathtub. Now imagine going for a dip in the freezing cold pond. That's going to be perfect. You can just hop on out, heat yourself up. But it's now time for me to take you down to the main apartment space so I can show you where you'd be sleeping. Before we head inside, a quick reminder for you, the Luxury Home Show have partnered with Looking Glass Lodge, a contemporary eco-cabin down on the Kentish coast, only an hour away from London, to bring you the opportunity to win a free 2-night weekend stay. All you have to do is subscribe and sign up to our email list by clicking down in the description below. That way you can find out whether you have won. Anyway, let's continue on with the tour inside. The layout throughout here is really interesting. It is just one big open plan room. So you have your bed, your lounge area all together. That's why it's so perfect for a couple's getaway or maybe a solo trip if you're a writer or a musician. It's a good place to really escape. So let's break it down a bit. I want to start over by the bed. So the bed itself is from Camrich UK, but the Nant actually designed the bed frame. So it's this 4-poster bed made of raw iron and then these gorgeous linen sheets around. Really makes it a feature point of the room. I can imagine if it didn't have the 4-poster, it would look a bit empty maybe. It just gives that bit of extra attention to detail on the ceiling, and it's a king-size bed and it's really comfy. We had a very good night's sleep last night, I will say that. Right next to me we have doors accessing kind of more towards the front of the property. We also have the ones we came in, but let's head over here where we have the dining table. I really like how they've zoned the different sections off with a different rug, kind of adding some textures and the coziness into the space because we do have the hardwood flooring. Behind me we have this freestanding shelf unit from Tolv. It's actually my dream to get a shelf like this and just like furnish it with all these random little pieces. Now we do have these sliding doors that come out here, and I can imagine it's more for privacy if you wanted to get change behind there, and we do have this divide here. Now I am in love with this armchair. It is the perfect fit for this room, and it's actually a leather armchair from a brand called La Redoute. Anyway, you think that's cozy, wait until you see this sofa. This has to be my favorite area of the whole room because it is just so warm and cozy. We have the Scandinavian fireplace here, and fun fact, the owner actually sourced this back when the internet wasn't a thing. So we had to take a research trip to find this basically, which I think is really cool. This is the ultimate snug sofa. You could actually fall asleep on here, no problem. It's absolutely huge. This sofa is also from Camrich UK, just like the bed and the chaises up in the roundhouse. And honestly, so comfortable. But come on over to this area, which, oh God, I need to stop saying my favorite, but everything's my favorite. This grand piano fits the room perfectly. Instead of having the glossy black, we've got this really lovely wood. Fits the kind of more Scandi, minimalist, rustic vibe we have going on in here. Now, I wouldn't say I'm good at the piano, but I know one thing, and it is the first 5 notes of Für Elise. Are you ready? And that is as far as my skill in the piano goes. Tom, on the other hand, is a little bit better than I am. But that's about it in this living area. So let's head through and I'm going to show you the kitchen and bathroom. There is nothing more lovely than being woken up by the sun in the mornings, and this skylight does just that. So up there, it actually leads out into the pond area. So that's kind of for reference where that is. But if you come on through, storage cupboard just here, and then through here is the kitchen. So you have everything you need in here. We've got a dishwasher, fridge, and then obviously the induction hob, oven, etc. I really like the wooden countertops in here, again fitting the vibe of this gorgeous retreat. And in here is also the main access point to the property. But come on through, I'll show you the bathroom. So we have this monsoon shower in here, and as you can tell, it's absolutely huge. It's a very spa-like shower in here. We've even got the gorgeous marble too. Over this side, we have our basin with a mirror, and then also our toilet tucked around the corner. And it's not a luxury retreat without a pair of robes. So I think it might be time for me to get mine on and hit the spa. Now, one of the best things about Roundhouse has to be the sauna. You can sit in there, look out to the views of the natural swimming pond and just unwind, which is what I am about to do right now. And if the sauna wasn't enough, we have this gorgeous outdoor copper bath. Whether you're in here for a morning soak as the sun rises or a nighttime dip under the stars, this experience is as relaxing as it is rejuvenating. This is what sets the Roundhouse apart. The rooftop natural swimming pond. It's one thing to swim in a luxury pool, but to be here with the wide valley stretched out in front of you is a feeling like no other. The water even has a reed filter system. That means it's just as eco-friendly as it is luxurious. It really connects you with nature. Tom, how'd you feel?
Connected to nature.
As the evening sets in, there is something so magical about returning to the Roundhouse. Sitting down with a good book by the fire, listening to it crackle away, this place is so cozy and the perfect place to unwind. I hope you've enjoyed this journey as much as I have. The Roundhouse isn't just a place to stay, it's an experience. One that leaves you feeling refreshed, inspired, and connected to nature. If you're looking for a luxury escape like no other, then this is the place to be. So for any more information on the Roundhouse and bookings, you can find that down in the description below. Thank you so much for coming on this adventure with me, and I will see you in the next episode of the Luxury Home Show. Until then, happy travels!
Have you ever wanted to escape, to hide away in your own private oasis, undisturbed, undiscovered, where we found just the place?